same calm face made me want more. She said, little still said enough. One look in my chest and it all got tough. She was cool like a code I could never break. Soft-spoken queen with a steady weight. When the world got loud, she stayed low. That kind of love make a strong man slow. Now she ride with me through the smoke and the noise. Keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure come through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me. Seen fake love fold when the ring came due. Seen bright smiles fade when the day got blue. But she stayed right there in my roughest hour, like a front gate locked with a hidden power. If trouble get close, she don't make a sound. Just one step back and it all calm down. Dependable heart be low-key flame. Everybody knows but they don't know her now. With me through the smoke and the noise. Keeps it tight with me. Quiet strength, no toys. My chick ride with me. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure comes through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me. In the mirror I see what I used to be. Loudmouth pride, moving recklessly. Then she came in and the pace slowed down. Made a hard man learn how to hold his ground. So if the whole wide world want a piece of me, she the one thing they can't reach easy. No show or trust or real. That's the kind of love that can't be killed. Never leave my side. My chick ride with me. Keep me alive tonight. My chick ride with me. When the pressure come through, my chick ride with me. And she know what to do. Ride with me.
Free is going live.
Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, appreciate it. People, welcome back to a brand new episode. I think I'm on live. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I am your host himself, L. Scott. People, on today's episode, I'm not gonna hold you up. Honestly, to be honest with you, I struggled today, people, to give you guys a title because it's gonna be random. But if you are a regular here on the Scott Free Morning Show, you know this is normal business. It's because we always are all over the place. But somehow, some way, at the end of the day, we end up tying it all together and making it a whole show. So today is no different. But what sparked the title of today's episode was I noticed that Mr. One and the only, what's his name, Roland I was listening, see, the man all in, see? No, Mr. Al Sharpton put up a $50,000 reward for the capture and the prosecution. I think I forgot the exact verbiage. I have to find the exact verbiage of that again because I can't see it. It's too small. But basically what long short of it is that we need to figure out who did it and they need to be convicted. And then there's some $50,000 waiting. Now I'm gonna tell you what I feel and think about that whole thing, but we'll get there. I always tell people while you come on in, definitely hit the like button, hit the share button, let the people know that you like the show. The share button helps me a lot because they frown upon my content in the algorithm. I am your number one YouTubian struggle streamer. But all the same, you're going to be entertained. All right. So anyway, but first things up, before we get there, and like I said, if you've been here before, you already know. We already get things started. I talk about a couple of different things. I always start off with first things first with something someone gave me and they wanted me to talk about. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before you do, always, like I said, definitely hit the follow button on whatever platform you're watching it on currently. The website for 300 Radio will be back live. 300 Radio is the platform. You will catch all of my content, including this Scott-Free Morning Show. So that'll be live very, very soon. We're just working out the bugs. But she is major, she is fly. Y'all guys gonna have a good time. We're gonna be able to cuss and everything over there, right? So when I start going live, because they're gonna do content still here, of course, but then I'm gonna go on the website. Oh God, we're gonna cuss, so much cussing. Oh God, you're gonna love it. So definitely go to YouTube right now, 300 Radio and the number one. Put that in all together. 300, the number 300, Radio and the number one. And then it'll all come up, boom, hit the subscribe button there, and you'll know when everything goes live. Anyway, until then, I appreciate you guys for coming on in. Let me talk about the first thing first. First thing on my list is something, but somebody sent it to me, and they said, and it's just an article. I didn't even have a chance to read it. But the article basically said, and if you can't, on TikTok, you can't see the content that I actually show because TikTok frowns upon me showing you. So you have to go over to YouTube if you want to see it too. Because YouTubers, they can see it right now. So YouTubers, right now, you see it on the screen. It says, men who marry after 35 have the lowest divorce rates of any male group. And I guess the person want to know what I feel and think about it. And I'll just say this real quickly about it. Makes sense. The older you get, the more you know about yourself. Look, let's just say it like it is. Look, if you get into a relationship early, 18, 19, 20, have a baby, y'all be together and you've been together 10 years, you're 28, 29, 30. The person y'all were at 18, 19, you're not going to be at pushing 30. You're not going to be the same people pushing 30 as you pushing 40, so on and so forth. So being as such, of course, when you get older, and I can contest this a lot, some of the women I dealt with early, whew, didn't know some of these, look, first things first, right? Didn't know none of the warning signs if some of these women were crazy. Some of them batshit crazy, but you didn't know that. But see, as you get older, you recognize these things. Women too, you guys can recognize when some man ain't about shit. When a little bit older, when you were young, all you cared about is that, he got that Cheeto diet, he got them six pack. You know you in the hood. And the little black boys, they'll have a little six pack for no apparent reason, just born that way. And the little girls like, he a bad boy, and then she just, panties disintegrate. She don't know what happened. Just they come off. I don't know. I'm digress. Let me move on. So, but yes, after 35, it makes perfect sense. After 35, what's happening is a man understands himself. He understands his reasoning a lot better. He's better understanding of the world. He know what he's looking at. He also too slowing down, so he know now all the partying out of his system. Most of the time, not always. And like you say, he ain't in the clubs no more. The clubs kick you out around 30-something, I heard. I've been going at the club. But I heard the club told you gonna come in like 38. Niggas said, man, what you doing? You revoked. You can't come in no more. You out of here. You gotta go to a lounge. Go to hookah. Do that. But you can't come in the club no more. So it is what it is. So yeah, I guess it's what the person wants to say, but that's my opinion. Of course it makes sense. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if you get you a girl or a guy, or male or female, whatever you want to call it, but I deal with the two sexes. If you get you one 18, 19, 20, y'all ride together, because I know a few people who've done this. They ride together for life. It's a beautiful thing to see. Matter of fact, it's funny that you said that. I don't know. Can I show y'all guys that? Look, I'm ready. Look, for the fellas watching right now, first of all, hit the like button, shut it live. For the fellas watching right now, y'all ready to call me simp nigga, but it is what it is, right? This was gorgeous. I always tell people over here on the Scott-Free Morning Show, L. Dot, I am a black family advocate. That's what L. Dot Scott is. Black family advocate. I promote black love, black healthy children, black parents. I tell you, the most beautiful thing in the world when you see this. I'll stop sometime. I tell you, I got trouble for almost being a stalker one time because I was out one time in the park. I had my kids and everything. And I saw this black family, they must have just left church or something because the little girl still had the little white dress on with the fluffy socks. And the little boy stepped out like a mini version of his dad. He had a little suit on. Dad had a big suit on. Mama was dressed like they were just classy as ever. Got out of a black SUV. It was beautiful. I'm sitting there just staring. Just in my dude. I think the dude think I was trying to harm him. It was just beautiful to see. And so for me, when I see stuff like this, I just, and I'm gonna try to put it on the screen, but YouTube, you can definitely see it. This is black love. I'm gonna try to talk you through it because you may not be able to understand it, but a brother, well, let me say it this way. I'll say it this way because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this for so much, but I'm gonna give you guys the context so at least know what you're looking at. A brother and his sister met a year ago to the day. Or they started dating a year ago to the day. One of the two. But in that 1 year, he knew definitively, because sisters say these brothers don't exist. I'm going to show you it do, because no one else is going to show it. They said definitive, these brothers don't care nothing about these women no more, and they just ready to play with them. This brother got the whole gym involved. They was out here doing some up and downs on a block, and he decided to pretend to hurt himself. She rushes over. Oh my God! She rushes over to show him love. Matter of fact, let me narrate it as we go, because I don't think I need to play the audio right now. They gonna narrate it as we go. So I'm gonna try to put it on the screen for a second, just for a second. Hold on, beep. Hold on, let me see. But beep. See them on the screen for a second right there. They doing it right there. They doing some up and downs right there. Beep. I'm gonna try to show you again. Hold on. I'm gonna show you over here too. Hold on, L. I'm gonna show you a page too. Give me a second. Pop. Oops, no, wrong one. Sorry, goddamn. All right, you see it right there. You guys, you see it. Oh, sorry. You see it. You see it. He's right now. This young brother's right now. I'm telling you guys right now. He ready to get on one knee. All right, I'm risking the life for you people right now. That's what that brother doing. I just wanted to give you guys a visual. And see, that brother right there got on one knee, and he is proposing to this young sister. She is appropriately crying. Let me let you hear something. Fuck it. Let's let you hear.
You're the only one for the rest of my life. You hear me? You hear me? For the rest of my life. I want to be the man that you love, that take care of you for the rest of your life. You hear me? You hear me? Everything about you completes me.
Let me get that out. Oops, I forgot I was on YouTube. My God, I done fell in for it. Look at me, out here sipping. I told you. Look, sometimes something gets in your throat. No, straight up, no bullshit. When I saw this like early in the morning one morning. I saw, oh man, this is beautiful to see. And I guess it is for me, it's because you're constantly seeing black men and black women fighting at all times, at each other's odds at all times. And you never get to see this. Now, mind you, for me, I'm not that hard. Mine like this, I want to be next to some women. Keep all this male energy. That's why I don't understand these girl shit. Y'all be out here disrespecting y'all man for your girlfriends. I be like, what is this all about? I like being, but anyways, I digress. But this was just beautiful to see. I loved it. I loved to see the fact that they seem to love. This brother knew definitively what he wanted. That means this woman has produced herself in a manner that all the black men, because all the black men in the room, because if I could show you guys, they all in here hugging on her too. They just as happy for as the girlfriends would be. That's what my thing is. I love it. But anyways, I digress. I'm that dude, so call me soft bitch. I thought it was wonderful. Anyway, let's keep moving on. We're gonna get to the main topic, people. I promise you we're gonna get to the main topic. Main topic of the show is Al Sharpton. It's $50,000. He is saying up for he wants to capture and the I forgot how he said it. What did he say? God damn it. Oh, here you go. He said, what did Al Sharpton say? He said hold on, let me see. God damn it. I can't see it. I can't see what it is. I can't see what the thing, but I know the man basically let me play the video. Matter of fact, let's just go and dive into it so I can get that out of the way, because I got other things I want to talk about, but I'll just talk about Al, get that shit out of the way, because to be honest with you, it was just clickbait to get y'all up in here, okay? You ain't here now, so you might as well stay. But let me find the video. I think I had a video with him talking. If I can find the video of him, oh, I'm sorry guys, I got you echoing over there, my bad people. If I can find a video of him talking, I will do it. Give me a second. Hit the like button, share the light, my bad. You got to tell me over here that I got you echoing. No, I can't find it. Anyways, it don't matter. I'll walk you through it. So Al Sharpton, basically, for the Nolan Wells. So if you've been living under a rock, if you ain't been living under a rock, basically this young man goes off and hangs with his white tee friends for the 4th of July. Now, I know what everybody is thinking from the community, because I know this is the only place where my homies, my people, I just come here to talk to my folks. I ain't got to chat around, but I'm bring around in a second. But to my folks, we know there's an unwritten rule. You don't let them folks in your house, and you don't let your kids spend the night at their house. This is rule of thumb. This was something you were taught in your house. I don't even know if they did it verbally. You just, like, classic example. When you go on your job, right? This is something through osmosis, probably from the plantation. I don't know. But you know how you first start your job and you and Patricia sitting in the corner chit-chatting, talking, y'all working at the cash register at Walmart something, and instead of working, y'all over there chit-chatting. And you know y'all chit-chatting, and here comes the supervisor. Oh, y'all just both run away, talk. Y'all just know it. Instantly, you know, I don't supposed to be doing this, girl. Let me get my ass. You think that. You know, it's like human nature. So it may not be a written or a spoken thing in your household, but you know growing up, them folks didn't come in your house. I remember, class example, my mother, I won't throw her business out there, but this is how much I can tell you in my house, we don't do this. I went to go visit my mother one day, and my mother is her religion is multicultural. So she had a white man up in the house, white teammate, sorry. And my daughter saw that shit. She was young at the time. She was like, oh, who that up in there? See, she was little at the time, maybe 10, but she got it. She was like, oh, something ain't right. That dude didn't hear hello. She was like, hi, let me get out of here. This is uncomfortable. But anyway, let me get to the point of the story. So the point of the story is that this young man is suffered a fate that no parent wants to hear. Every parent wants to hear that they want to go. If you're anything like me, I've already told my children I proudly am going first before them. I do not want to leave this place before they do. I mean, after them. No, I want to go first. Thank you. That's the order it's supposed to go, and it feels natural to me. So being as such, to know to get that call, and I've panicked from before that call. My daughter, especially my knee baby can contest to it. She was in college one night. I couldn't run her down in the middle of the night. I'm not gonna give you the long story, but I couldn't find her, and you talking about in panic, full fucking panic mode. That happened once with my knee baby, my youngest daughter, one time in the library. This little one off in the corner, and I could not find her. She's in the back in the little corner, and the little children started reading the book, but I could not find her. You do not know the feeling of fear when you are looking all around a building and you cannot find your child. Oh my God. So I know when I saw her, oh God, the level of relief that I felt. So I can only imagine what this family is going through to know that they sent their son out, who looked like he was a well-rounded young man too from the videos and things that I've seen. I've purposely, honestly, stayed away from the conversation a lot, to be honest. And it's not because I don't want to be aware, it's just that, you know, I absorb our culture. And so anything that happens to us, you know, it hits me hard. I empathize with it very, very hard. So that's like the Cypress, Belton. I just felt that one. And Carmelo. And like I even told people for Carmelo, the hardest part for me, even though he didn't lose his life, I know this system works extremely slow for justice. And that boy deserves justice. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all people say that got an issue with it. And I know that for him to get it, he's gonna have to go through some things before he get it. And it's like, just every night I just wonder what that boy's going through. But hopefully he's protected. But anyway, so the whole thing now, let's get it to the point. Al Sharpton comes in, boom, Captain, save him and Tyler Perry. But I'm gonna talk about Al Sharpton. I'm gonna leave Tyler out of it. Al Sharpton comes in and he basically says he wants to put up the money for the capture and the conviction of whoever's responsible. And that's what it was. I do have a video. I know which video it is now. All right, if I could just freaking find it. Did I already save it over there? Wait a minute, let me make sure I didn't save it. Yeah, there you go. So I want to play this. So the reason why he said capture, I guess, and conviction would be because of the findings that the autopsy said. So I'm going to play that for you. Benjamin Crump's ready to talk. So hold on a second. Give me a second.
Board certified forensic pathologists performed a preliminary report on the death of Nolan Xavier Wells. He conducted and presented this report on July 19th, 2026. Preliminary report, second autopsy, death of Nolan Xavier Wells. Cause of death, undetermined, pending investigation. And we'll explain that as we...
All right, so basically he goes on to basically say that everything's undetermined. They still can't figure out what has happened to this young man. So what I hear is foul play. What I don't hear is who is getting let's just not even say arrested, but who is not being questioned? Who isn't being sent down to the police station? Why is everything so hush-hush? Because when I see things like this and black people are involved, everything plays out in the media. But for some reason right now, everything is so quiet, everything is so hush-hush. This young man did not pass away on his own volition. We know this at this point. So I want to understand if we live in this just world that I'm delusional that we live in and I just want to complain about. Someone explain to me when and why no one has been held accountable at all. When I know that something happens to one of them, let's give you an example, Carmelo Anthony, we're gonna make this nigga pay. Now, this optics of Carmelo's case is subjective. Some people on this side, some people on this side. And I actually understand both people. I understand what see people at this point, why they so frustrated. I just wish they would be a little more fucking consistent with their behavior when it comes to us. So since that's not the case, what I genuinely do is let me say it this way. In this situation here, there's foul play. The last people he was with, someone would need, this is what would happen if these were Negroes. The boys, all of the boys, the girls, all of the girls, the parents, all of the parents, everyone in that house, everyone that was at that lake, everyone that was involved will get stuck in a room at a police station and they're gonna say, nobody's leaving until we get a story. We've seen it a million freaking times. We hear the play. Let's go in here and let's treat them good cop, bad cop. Let's go in here and say, you want a cigarette? Let's get you to talk. It's best that you go ahead and tell us now because there's something's got to come. Where is this treatment? Did you not see what the boys had to do up there with New York? What's the little boys? The Central Park boy. You sat them in rooms and you basically told them, we lying to parents. We gonna get a story. But this young man's life, we don't know. We're trying to figure out what could potentially have happened. I don't understand what's going on. It's just, no, you know what's going on. And I'm not delusional. The reason why I do these spaces is for one particular reason and one reason only. It is so we can stop being delusional about the situation that we living in. So if we highlight it so we can't run from it and act like it ain't happening and then say, I just don't be online, I'm just living in my life. You can say all of that. The world's still gonna happen to you. You avoiding it ain't gonna mean they're gonna stop. I just, to me, this makes no sense. Why isn't the lawyers talking like this? I just want to see, I want that energy when this stuff is happening. So Al Sharpton, this is getting to the point. Al Sharpton says $50,000. You said, great thing. Here it is. This man wants justice for this young man. Sounds good, don't it? But you know what they just told me? That told me two things. One, that young man's whole situation became a Democratic Party. So which means they co-opted this young man's family. So which means is now, this is a now political ploy to get black people back to voting. So what you're gonna see is two things is gonna happen, and this is the unfortunate part, it's the second one. But the first thing that's going to happen is now, it is going to be, see, if we had our people in office, we would get more justice for this, because I'm gonna tell you, that $50,000 ain't gonna be given, that money is never gonna be given to nobody. Nobody's gonna collect that money at all. The only people that can potentially even get it would be the people that would be implicated in the whole situation, and he knows that. Because the rest of it is just gonna be hearsay. Then you know you're gonna probably have to testify the whole nine, and then they have to call you to stand. There's gonna be a lot of layers to it. But one thing it did is it politicized it. But it let me know too, ain't nobody gonna be held responsible. Hit the like button, people. Share the live. Appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate you, dude. I'm sorry I'm round up so early. It's just, to me, aren't we tired? At this point, I'm tired of living in a world that everything that happens to us has to be turned into something else just so they can avoid doing what the fuck they supposed to do. Have you ever noticed that? When it comes to us, it literally is this. You ever notice that the straight line would be the easiest way to deal with a situation when it comes to black people? Whoop, straight line. Whoop, let's just do this with them, this, and this to take care of it. But for some odd reason, we gotta go around the corner and we gotta play rules with them here, play games over here and send them this person we found. I'll give you an example of how I can see in real time when someone is actually like, they're grooming to be in front of you. Like, class example, y'all ain't in Atlanta, But the people ain't in Atlanta. Matter of fact, drop in the comment section. I want to start doing this. As my people come on in, people drop and let me know where you're coming from so I know where the demographic is at. I just want to know. Hit me. Come on, hit the like button, share the live. Let me know. But I'm going to tell you, you ain't in Atlanta, you've never heard this name, but you will. Because I've been hearing it for like the last 8-9 years. They've been pushing this name. This name consistently keeps getting pushed. John Ossoff. Remember the name. You're going to hear it again. John Ossoff. John Ossoff. You're going to continue to hear Louisiana. You know what? I always drive through, never stop. But I'm trying to tell people this is what's happening. They groom people sitting in front of you. Obama, they're grooming. And right now, remember, the Democratic Party has nobody. They thought it was going to be Gavin Newsom. If y'all don't know who Gavin Newsom is the what's his name? The governor of California. But Gavin Newsom effed up because Gavin Newsom was trying to do some pretty things for the cameras, trying to okey doke black people again, and it backfired. What do I mean? LDOT means this. Nobody asked this man. No one pushed him. No one cornered him and made him do it. But one day, out of the blue, Gavin Newsom says, you know what? I want to put together a committee to see if black people are owed any reparations in the state of California. I want to put that together. Now, sounded good. But I realized the way it played out, it was never supposed to pass anything. Because how did the study come together? Black folks came out by the dozens and the hundreds and the thousands. They showed up at all the conventions. Every time they tried to okey dokey with the paperwork, somebody had to come in and they had to recorrect it. This stuff went on for so fucking long, it got up to the very last moment before they could vote on the whole thing to let it happen. It's like down to hours. So now, here we go. Language is right, here we go. We just need somebody in this room to second the motion so it can go to Gavin Newsom's desk and then it can happen. Guess who's in the room? The NAACP is in the room. You know what that means? Oh shit, it's gonna happen. We ready to, I'm in California this time, so I'm excited in the motherfucker. It's ready to happen. Here we go, our people, the NAACP is finally ready to get it done. These nickels say, nah, we ain't down. We need to look at this some more. So again, how did this get to Gavin Newsom? I'll keep going, I'll tell you how. Because then, oddly enough, some random white T dude who's a Republican in the room said, shit, I'll second it. Here you go, I'll second the motion. Whoop, let them niggas get it. So now, what does that mean? This motion, all it has to do is get to the desk. Gavin Newsom, it hits his desk. All he has to do is sign his name. Of course he's gonna sign it. Why is he gonna sign it? Because what did he do? He is the one who set it up to be done in the first place. You know it's ready to happen. Black folks is ready to get that win. And he says, nah, ain't gonna do it. Gavin Newsom in that one fell swoop, pumed his only way of getting into the White House. No black people is going to vote for him once that story becomes national news. So then you thought to yourself, well, who you got left? Nobody. You could have ran with Kamala, but Kamala couldn't answer a question directly. Kamala had word vomit. Kamala said shit that you was confused by. You just said, but she a sister, so I'ma roll with her. So they can't go with her. They saw what happened with her. She lost like nobody's business. So who are they gonna go with? They have no one. They need to drum up something. They need something to get black folks to move. And so this time I think they're thinking this. If we don't have a person, we need a cause. Boom, let's step right in. I always say this to you guys, and this is not to denigrate Tyler because I don't know his motives. I haven't heard anything about it. I just know he did it. It's quite ironic that all the people who are voters and the people who tell you to vote and the people who say I'm open to Democrat and people who says all these things, they always seem to jump on the very same topic every time. What's going on, Ms. Wright? They always do. They jump on the same topic every time. If these people are on the same topic, I suspect Tamika Mowry will be here in a minute. If she ain't here already, I suspect it's gonna be someone. It's always the same ones. But then we'll say things in the community, like classic example, right now. As trash as the school system is, at least being in the school system is something better than being on the street. And they said that schools are closing left and right. Public school system closures are surging across the United States. It says down to so due to low enrollment and limited funds. Now let's talk about low enrollment and limited funds. Low enrollment, meaning them folks ain't reproducing and they got our kids all up in the streets. Of course they not going to school. But have you not noticed this is one thing your politicians don't ever talk about? But every time we bring up reparations, one of these niggas, if you corner them, they want to give you education as reparations. Why you want to give me something that you don't even want to talk about when they trashing it? But then they said limited funds. I wonder why we all over the world. We all over the world dropping money by the billions, as they say, and then saying, I ain't got nothing for you at home. We can't take care of nothing at home. Then what you bombing people for? I love TikTok Shop. I do. I love it. What are you doing it for? It doesn't make any sense. No, it lets me know that two things. One, they could fix the issues that happens in our nation just like that. But a happy nation isn't a fearful nation. A happy nation isn't a nation at odds. A happy nation isn't people who are scared today I have to go to prison and you gonna let me railroad you and take more and more. That's why they don't want you happy. Can I tell you something? My family is overseas today. I could not go with them at the moment. I had to work. I had some things to do. But my family's overseas. My daughter is going to see her boyfriend who lives overseas. She hit me this morning to let me know, this is how much your country loves you. Hit the like button. This shit's gonna fuck you up. Now, it's gonna fuck you up because one, you're gonna say, why would anybody have this on the plane anyway? But we'll get there. So, how about when you touch down in Europe? This part of Europe, I'm not gonna tell you where she's at, but this part of Europe, when you touch down, they let you know on the plane. If you have any dairy products, I said dairy, cow, that thing, cheese, cream cheese, milk, all that heavy cream, all that, you know what I'm talking about, dairy. If you have any from America, you better drop it now on the plane. Because if you step foot on our soil with it and you have it, you are subject to seizure and arrest. Over dairy, that means, because it's banned in their country, that means this shit that they giving us is so toxic, so messed up, other countries will not even let it touch their soil. And the country tell you they love you? What? When I heard it, I was baffled. I was blown away. This is the world that we live in with these people. And see, I'm just tired. When I say Al, I brought up Al because I'm just tired of, for some reason, everything that has to deal with us is always some games in your window. We got to do this first, and we got to wait for this, we got to pray for that. I just don't get it. And again, I don't know why certain black people with wealth and influence, they don't step out and just have their own issues. They all lock and stop together. Because I've heard, and this is not to denigrate it this time. Sometimes I'll denigrate, so sometimes I don't. But this is not time to denigrate it. But I saw a video with Tamika Mara. I see she's been catching fire lately because she has been under fire because she's been defending Jay-Z. Now, my thing is, let me say this about Jay-Z before I move on, so I want to make it more about him and less about her. But I don't like hypocrites. I don't. What's going on, Kim? You said, what are you saying here? You said, really, when I live in South Africa, can eat dairy. And you know what's funny? I hear people outside the country. I got people over in Thailand, and they talk about how over there, they went over with irritable bowel syndrome. I don't want to blow up the person's spot, but they went over there with that and said that, when the person has that, you can't do no dairy, but they over there living fine, eating it all the time. Ice cream is a thing. All that's all over. It's just amazing. So what it is that, again, guys, we are being poisoned. Okay? There's no way around it. And again, they have us addressing shit that don't matter on a day-to-day basis. You do realize the reason why Trump's in office is because of the way he speaks. Has nothing to do, because he don't make no decisions. When they want to stop something, they stop something. When they don't want to be able to stop something, they can't stop something. Classic example. I always tell people, Republicans in office, it means free reign to do whatever you want. Democrat, you can't get it done. Don't make sense that y'all both running for the same office. When you get in there, you can't get nothing done because they vote this out, and that tells you this doesn't make any sense. These are excuses. I think the world has gotten to a space, if you like me, I am tired of the excuses that we get. I'm tired of every time you turn on, you got to figure out why. Like, for example, I was bringing up to Tamika Martin. They talking about the whole Target boycotting this and that. And they saying Jay-Z's a hypocrite. Because Jay-Z, how dare you stand on the stage? Jay-Z basically, and you know what I'm talking about, because I know y'all know about them. When Jay-Z stand on the stage and basically say y'all hypocrites because you picking and choosing. Okay, just say, okay, he's correct. Okay, you're right. What the fuck did that still got to do with you doing that? See, that is one of them, hey, don't blame me, you doing it. No, you can't still say that. And then my thing is like this. I can't support people who basically openly tell me if I support you, I mean, I want your support, but if I need you back, I don't give a fuck about you, and I'm gonna talk down to you. Two people I always say that to, Roland Martin and Dr. Umar. I don't understand how y'all denigrate the people that you then ask for donations from. It don't make no sense to me. It lets me know you don't even like the people that you talking about you sticking up for. That's a great indicator for me. Another one, when you say that I'm gonna pick and choose who I want to get with, I'm gonna stand up for this person. No, I always tell people just like this. I have people that I am highly fond of. I have people that's out here in the world that you all know that I know that I'm highly fond of. Until they do something I'm not fond of. And I expect them to do the same to me. But this whole, just because we cool, no, you kill your credibility when the people you would do it and you stick up for them. Jay-Z had no right to stand on the stage after, see, he has a track record. See, it'd be one thing if it was one instance. Never heard from him before. Can't say nothing about him. He's never said that. But when you out there, you make it sound like look, this man has made music. This is what I don't like about their family. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I've never said anything negative about them out loud, but I'll say this is what I don't like about their family. They're like the Obamas. They're like everyone else. They don't ever outright say, I'm doing this because I love black folks. I'm a black person myself. I understand you. I'm with you. I rock with you. They'll never come out and say it. They do things around it to give you the illusion. Of course I rock with you. That's what Jay-Z does. Jay-Z does the thing. He'll make music. OJ, okay. You're like, Jay-Z, okay, of course he gets it. Don't mean that nigga give a fuck. Excuse my language, I love TikTok shop. I'm sorry. Because when you do things, like, I give you an example. I say this all the time about Colin Kaepernick. Do I agree with everything that man did? No. Why? Because I would have moved a little different after I did it. But I know that this black man gave up his career on the backs of standing for black folks, so I'ma ride with that dude. Intent matters to me. So when Jay-Z stands on the screen and tells us, yeah, I'm gonna get in that spot, Jay-Z's here. Yo, I'm here, Jay. You say, oh, it's ready to be about niggas. And he said, yeah. We past kneeling. It's just, people show you who you are when money comes into play. I always say that. And it just, to me, it just shows to me, it don't show right when it comes to that. And then two, I always say that, something Tamika Mari said to him. Let me play this video for her real quick. Hold on. I want to play this real quick for something I want you guys to hear.
On Friday, Jay makes a comment.
I'm a target. Hey, don't miss that target.
I know it's echoing, but rock with me. I'm gonna stop echoing it in a second. But I'm just bypassing on Jay-Z's little rap part. I want you to hear what she said, because it's something she said I want to speak to. Thank you for hitting the like button, people. I appreciate you.
You picking and choosing and politicking as usual.
When I hear Jay make that statement, it doesn't just stick with him for me, right? Like, I don't hear that and then say, oh, I can't believe Jay-Z said that. You know why? Because in the movement, and when I say in the movement, I'm talking about other social justice organizations, organizers, people that folks respect in the movement, people.
That's what I wanted to bring it up for. I stopped it for that spot right there. What is this movement? Why have we turned black pain, black struggle, lack of black progress that is consistently stifled on purpose? Why is that turned into an occupation? Why is that a striving goal now? I live by the words of Kwame Ture. Kwame Ture said it best. The reward for activism is the work. Nothing more, nothing less. Not glorification, not awards. When I saw that dude, Sean King, allegedly he's black, I don't know. But when I saw this young man get an award, when I see people getting awards, this is our pain that you're telling me people have, they're not to the people. My thing is why is this a celebrity? Why is this an occupation? Why are people putting this on their social media tags? I'm an activist. What does that mean? Do you know people leave here being social activists? They don't get nothing done because I don't think anybody has a clear vision of where we going. It is an occupation now. Oh, I'm striving. What do you want to do? I'm thinking about getting into social justice. What? So we're all admitting that we have a struggle that we're going through. We're all admitting something is happening specifically to our community that needs to be fixed. We all admit it because when the people come out and they're social justice warriors for us, we all say, yay, they're standing up for us. So you admit that we got a fucking problem. So if we all got this problem, why ain't nobody from the politicians to the ultimates to our own fucking people saying, all right, man, we ain't riding with this no more. I need people to get to a point where we all say this collectively. And I mean this. I gotta be willing to go away from this. I mean, no longer can it be to the point where people can feel like, I feel like just fucking with niggas. Hey, let's go over there and them little kids be over there and let's just go pick on them. No, I need for you to feel that. I need for you to think if I do that and I go home, my stuff may not be right when I get to the house if I'm messing with them people. Because I've seen way too many times this is happening. And then what we have been now, people have organizations where they are collecting money. When she said these organizations, that means money is getting produced. I want to ask every black man, black woman in the fucking room right now. I want to ask you right now. How many times have you ever felt any of the money coming through social justice groups, NAACP, Black Caucus, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Nichols? I don't know what the name of it is, but have you felt it? Have you seen it? Has someone said, I got this now, it's in my hand? Never do you ever feel any of that. It's all talk. I'm just there. I'm no better than the next man. I'm willing to do the same sacrifices I'm asking everyone else to do, but it can't be over social justice is in the movement. That sounds, what? It shouldn't be a movement. This should be a way of life. People should not be able to just come here and walk on us. It should be a way of fucking life at this point. And I think we have gotten to the point where it's just, we just keep doing the same thing and we move on to the next people and then they do the same thing and then we move on to the next people. Why? That makes no sense. Why? We doing social justice movements. I have to turn around, and I'm no fan of these type of behaviors, but this blue-faced boy, the blue-faced boy got squatted. Now, was swatted. I forgot how it's called. Swatted, when they called him on your house. Now, I get it. It happens. I know that the type of lifestyle he is, ain't no telling who made that call. I'm not saying it was a white team. I'm not saying none of that. It could be some degenerate young lady. I don't know who did it. My issue ain't with it. My issue is how they treated the nigga in his own house. And it is hot as fuck. So you can tell it when a man dancing with his feet bare. That means they gave him no time. Why are you treating me, the owner of the home, in this fashion? I've never seen them treat any other group of people this way when they get swatted. It is always an excuse to gaffle you up. I saw the craziest. This is the craziest one of them all. This is the craziest one of them all. I saw this one. Hit the like button, people. Share the live, people. Share the live. I appreciate you. We in here today. Come on, man. Put it up there. I appreciate you. If you ain't gonna share, if you're not gonna share, at least you better hit the follow button, because if you ain't seen it today, you ain't gonna say it again if you don't. I promise you, you won't. I'm a YouTubian struggle streamer. But I saw the craziest of them all. This is what I saw. Black man is fishing. Who knew that they had a fish limit on size? So it's something like it can't be no more than 6 inches and something. I'm paraphrasing. So this 6 inches he's putting up here. So he putting this 6 inches here. It goes to 6.5 inches. The cop says, yeah, we're gonna have to arrest you because you're catching fish over the legal limit. The man catches a misdemeanor over an inch for fish. That's not it. That's not the only thing. Let's bring you to what brought me to the situation. Do I find that video? Let me see if I can find it. But what brought me to it all, too, is the black people always have to go through things that no one else does. So you got this black lady, I think the chief of police of Washington, D.C. Black woman, forced out of her job. You want to know why she's forced out of her job? I want my people to listen who ain't been paying attention. Hit the like button if you like this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this blew my mind. So this black woman was forced to resign from her position because she was doing her job. You know what her job was? Her job, she found out in her department that people were inflating and deflating numbers based upon race. I wonder which way they were going. I think you know. So now the crime statistics for black folks are ballooning and the other groups, they are fading. Ironically, she finds out, you know what she says? All of them motherfuckers need to be investigated and any of them need to be dealt with accordingly. She no longer has a position. Because the officer said that she was intimidated. The officer said that she was making our work environment too hard for them. And their whole system agreed and removed the nickel. So I want to take multiple things to people who oppose my way of thinking. One, don't talk to me about how black people have positions, because for some reason we can be judges, lawyers, chiefs of police. When them folks don't like you, some girl at Starbucks can get you fucking fired. Happens all the time. Another thing it says to me is I want black people to say this to themselves. Stop letting these people sit in front of you and tell you about crime statistics. At the same time, that means that they are inflating numbers when it comes to them folks, misdemeanors when they should be class felonies. Things would have happened to us that should be misdemeanors or not meaner at all, and now these are full-fledged felonies. This is how it goes in the system. You cannot tell me, shame me, or try to make me feel bad about my culture when you use stats that you, the open liar that I catch all the time, is given to me. No, I refuse to go off of it. That's what these people want us to do, and I ain't doing it. Shut a lie, people. It's just, to me, it's just, at this point, what is the purpose? Because they are standing in front of your face. You're 13% of the population, but you commit 50% of the crimes. You're just so violent. And then you proceed to watch the violent nature of everything that you don't do. If we so violent, why is everybody in jail for doing drugs? Black folks in jail by the thousands for doing the narcotic. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah. The height of the crack epidemic. We have to crack down on these drugs. How do you do that? Let's lock up the users while we give deals to the kingpins. Man, I just say every day, I heard Dr. Umar tell it, but I heard this study they did one time when they used these rats. And I'll tell you the quick story of it. But it makes so much sense because we live it right now. The existence of what he said, they take a rat, put him in this little box. Every time he tried to leave, they would throw him back in the box. They did this so many times that this motherfucker just stopped trying to leave. And one day they just opened up the door, left it open. This motherfucker never let try to leave again. I guess he had it wrapped around his mind that he won't never get out. That is black people in this world. And I need for you to get rid of that thought process, and I'm gonna tell you why. We ready to go deep here now. So shut it live right now. We're ready to go deep. Serious up. The reason why I need you to understand that this is a blimp, not even a blimp the way that people make you believe a blimp in time. What if I told you that this existence probably ain't no more than 100, a little over 150, 160 years old of them running anything? Because this ancient history of 1,000 years ago, they did this in Rome and Greece. No, none of it. So you have some new booties that's running around here, and they telling you a story. Again, these are known liars. I say this all the time. This is what shuts me out. And I don't want to make this about what's happening in the world right now. I try to run my own race, my own lane, so you guys understand we're not here to copy anyone. But in this world right now, black Americans are being erased. They're told that they're generic Africans. Right now, I hear it all the time. And I say, how do you know this? And then people from the continent that ain't never stepped foot on the soil to people who are here that ain't studied nothing will tell you because the DNA said so. You're gonna trust open liars as your source? You can't. Well, the history book says open liars, put it in your school system. You can't. I ain't telling black people now the whole story of everything that you think you know. You can't say for sure that it happened because open liars are the ones controlling the information. If I say it in a way that they don't like, I get slapped with something. I get told that I'm lying. I get the little blue sticker on YouTube that this information is false. This. Why do you feel the need to tell people that I'm crazy? Just let me be crazy. I even said that when it came down to the whole flat earth thing. I used to watch it. I remember when COVID hit and everything, and people was learning this stuff about all this stuff, and I was diving into it too. And everything I would look at that had anything to do with flat earth had that little blue sticker. This is BS bullshit. You don't need to be watching none of this. This is all lies. We need to take this off the internet. And I think to myself all the time, if it's all BS, and every time someone has some pushback for it, it's always name calling and shaming. Oh, you're crazy. This is malarkey. This is BS. Of course it's wrong. That's all you ever get. So if that's the case, then why do you feel the need to put blue stickers up on crazy hockey puck talk? Why is it that your CNN, your number one news sources, they said as they slogan, tell you, I know your president of the United States is ready to talk to you about something that he feels is very, very important. But guess what, guys? We're not going to cover it because we don't like him. But hey, we cool. No, it don't work like that. Look, I want y'all to understand even that. The moment no one's talking, that proper news station said they weren't going to cover something newsworthy. That means now if you accept this, now that means even though it's all BS, all scripted, they have to fake it to get it. They don't even have to do this anymore because you're not paying attention. If you are moving closer to having no liberties. Every time that you walk by, I ain't got time to worry about that. You know Cardi B under attack. Who gives a shit? Your whole world is coming crashing down. Look, I just told you if you were in here, you can't take cheese, which I don't know why you have cheese in your pocket, but you can't take cheese to Europe from America. Side note, I'll tell you why you can't. There's a substance in all cheeses, and it's one company who makes it. I forgot what it is, which portion of it is, so don't give me the line, so I won't tell you exactly what it is, but I do know what it is. This one company produces like 90% of this when it comes to American cheeses. And this thing is so GMO, so chemically laced part of the product. So what it's basically saying is that when you go get your Kraft and your Sargentos and you get all this stuff that's supposed to be delicious, you are eating something that ain't real, and other countries say you can't fucking bring it here. Pfizer, oh, there you go. Pfizer is it. There you go. You hit it. See? There you go. So you basically see, you're telling me we live in a place that want us to vote, want us to pay taxes. Oh, let me get you here. Let's keep going. 2030, what did they tell you? You're going to be permanent renters and you're going to love it. What do they mean? Even your level of wealth you won't have anymore by 2030. You're going to be forced to rent because you're going to lose your house whether you want to or not. Let me tell you how they're going to get a lot of us. Like for me, I'm holding on. I'm paying my mortgage the whole nine. Here we coming. But they coming for that too. Guess what they just said? Let me put it on the screen. Let me see if I find it. I know I have it. Where are you at? Where'd you go? Wait, is this it right here? Let's see. That's it.
Well. Look what we have here. Wall Street is selling more rental homes as buying ban takes effect. Yes, Wall Street is going to be selling more and more homes, and at a wonderful time because, the housing market is stuck. There are no buyers.
Oh, let me come back to it. Excuse me, ma'am, sir. I do read the comments, damn it. I just was on a rant. But no, I'm not giving it. I heard their excuse on why they say they didn't cover it. But my response, who said that statement just then about they say they're not gonna cover it because Trump lied all the time? Welcome to the party. I've been watching debates and public addresses for years. All they fucking do is lie. Look, this is all you have to do. If you're watching a debate for who's running for president, if you're watching the president when he's doing a presidential address, don't listen to them. wait and listen to CNN them shits afterwards, or the Young Turks or somebody. You know what they're gonna say? Oh, let's fact check what he said in there. Well, this right here actually was a lie. This right here was half truth. This was right here was almost the truth, but not all the way. That's when you do it to it. So they've always done this. Again, if you make excuses for the liberties they're going to take from you, they're gonna say it's your fault. When you wanted to go on the plantation, I did this for you and you allowed me to. People, before I go into the Wall Street thing, why is it that they have a camp on the outside of Utah where they're taking homeless people against their will? If I can find it, I will show it to you. I don't know if I can find it, but I know the reason why is because it's going to be illegal to be homeless. Again, Dr. Amos Wilson, the late, great, amazing Dr. Amos Wilson once said this. He said, these people do not break their patterns, they're repeaters of what they do. So if something happened in the 1880s, it's gonna happen in the 1990s, the 1980s. If it happened in the 1980s, they're trying to make it within the 2080s. That's what they're trying to do. And the one thing that they're doing now is that we're going back to vagrancy laws, meaning you're going to be criminalized for being on the street, the very place that they put you at. Now let's get back. And I'll come back to that whole camp, but let's get back to the Wall Street. So Wall Street, what they're basically telling you is that BlackRock and all the, I don't know if most of these people there, these corporations, I love TikTok Shop. These corporations, hit the like button, share the live, people. These corporations are the places that bought up all that property. Oh, your house is $200,000, I will give you $250. Oh, great, we'll sell, great. Now they're sitting on all these houses. Remember, it got to the point where you couldn't even get a house because there was so much, everybody's battling because there was 2 houses left and they're fighting BlackRock and BlackRock is buying up, I keep saying their name, good God. Rocky Black is buying up all the product, the whole nine, everybody's getting it, everybody's thriving, here we go. That was part 1 of the plan, buy it all up. Now we're gonna flood the fucking market with it at bottom prices. You know what that means? For your house, if it's worth $500,000 right now, it's gonna be worth $400,000, $300,000, $200,000. You know what that means? Your mortgage is gonna be upside down, which means you ready to take a loss, which means you gonna have to get out your house. Welcome to 20 and 30 project. Ain't shit you gonna do to stop it. You wanna know why? Because we can play, we can capitulate, we comply. We keep giving it to them. No one stands up. We just get told people like me, they're just crazy. Something's wrong with them. You gotta do it through the system. But then you find out the very people that you're putting your trust into, like little kids and things like this. And you say, what? And he's a judge and everyone knew it? Yep. I see the judge in Atlanta, lady in Atlanta. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is a black woman, so I'm gonna talk about sister. I'm torturing today. But this is a judge there in Atlanta. This was a couple weeks ago. This random heifer, I think it was her deputy or somebody, but she in here getting smashed in her little office. But this raggedy heifer making us all look bad. She out here, she can't close her mouth. This man hitting the back of the oven on her, obviously, and it was dinner time, because she was letting loose, and she didn't care who could hear. You know how this woman's level of judgment should not be over anyone's life if she don't understand for her own fucking life. That's not good behavior. That's not a good judge of a decision at that moment. That makes no sense. You're right, Nancy. I love TikTok. I do. I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. So I want people to get this. That's how we're going to lose our homes right now. So we're going to lose our homes and we're going to be renters. And then when they own up all the property, there's another step of stuff you don't own. Remember, the whole game is for you not to own anything. Remember, everything's streaming. You don't own DVDs, you don't own CDs, you don't own books no more. You do everything virtual. But remember, they own the internet. So when they want to turn the lights off, the lights go off. Did y'all watch the movie with Denzel Washington about 10, 15, 20 years ago? What's the name of the movie? Book of Eli. That's basically what you're looking at. If you want to know what I always tell people, I think what happened, I do not believe, I tell people this all the time, let's slow it down, because I've been hyped up the whole time, so let's slow it down. But I do not believe that again, these people came here, some lethal, bad white people came over in that boat and just whooped upon you and took your son. We taking this now, and then you had to, They put you on plantations and you took our... No, I don't believe that. I believe something catastrophic happened. I think that it repopulated this planet. I believe that, and I know this sounds hockey pock, this sounds crazy, this sounds like, blah, blah, blah. I get it, tinfoil kufi and everything. But what I'm gonna tell you is, the greatest indicator of life is two things. History teaches you about your current, and your current teaches you about history. How do I say, and what do I mean when I say that? Ask yourself today, black man, black woman, when do you ever see any of these people whoop up on anybody? Now, do they got a weapon they can just drop it off on your land and keep it moving? Yep. Do they got a weapon they can move the weather over on you? Yep. But if they on that horse and buggy and they on a boat with a musket at best, do you really think that these people, when we get into hand-to-hand fisticuffs, went up and whooped up on millions of Negroes that was on this soil? No. It won't go happen like that. You wanna know how it won't go happen like that? Because I do believe in time they do tell the truth. History teaches the past, past teaches history. I'll give you an example of what I mean again. You know how I know the Haitian Revolution actually happened? Because of how they treat Haitians today. How dare you whoop up on us so bad to the point that we tried to take it from you and we did it from me and you whooped up on me, you took it from me. So now that I'm gonna now smash on you for existence. They don't let up on Haiti solely off of something they said happened over over 200 years ago at this point. Long memory. So you trying to tell me this? No. So for me, I can't take that story. I can give you another one. I'll give you this. I can play it. It's kind of long, but I've done the same deep dive with this brother. I could play it. Y'all force me, I'll play it if I can find it. But this brother did a deep dive, and he's right. If you go on slave, I forgot what .org, but it basically tells you if you want to use the narrative that they told you that you came over on the boat. This is what they teach your kids. They taught you, they taught your parents, they taught all of us. We all came on the boat underneath, tied together, shackled together underneath this bitch by ourselves. We barely made it. They threw the ones that didn't make it overboard and they kept it moving. None of you were here before that. Then why on their own paperwork on their own website, they tell you only 350,000 people came here? But out of 350,000, they done in less than 340 years done ballooned to 50 million people. At the same time, the very group of people you said was here by the millions, red natives, was here by the millions. But today, they are a minute, tiny little group of people who are barely holding on in population. Don't they sound like somebody has somebody's story and somebody else got somebody else's story? That's what it sounds like to me. I digress when it comes to that. I'm just saying, I don't take no information for no lies, so I just basically have to go ahead and use my common sense. Common sense teaches me today, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they use their words to manipulate. So imagine this, imagine you, black man, black woman, running this beautiful world. Y'all have kingdoms and DC, because DC was a little kingdom, New York a little kingdom, Chicago a little kingdom. We could go on, so forth and so forth, so on and so forth. And then you got these people coming running over here that, hey, how do I get put on? Because you remember, they were the slaves. They were the first original slaves. How do I get put on, man? And you know, black folks, we always so happy. We always so happy to let you in. We so happy to let you part of the team. Girl, you know I'm going to let you know in on the secrets. And these people sat back, just like they always do, plot, scheming. And before you know it, they John Henry Clark said it best. They came over to Africa with Bibles. You had to land. Went down, you prayed, you put your eyes down to pray, you looked up, you had the Bible, they had the land. That's what they did to you. They doing it to you now. They did it to you then. Everything that you do, they take. Remember, hell, I'm going to the most simplistic level. Y'all don't believe me? These people do it on every level. You can't have nothing. Why that lady come out and try to pass off the bonnet as being herself, being her own product? Oh, you know, I just thought of this one product. Women been doing bonnets for 1,000 years. You better stop it. And people ready to let that ride. When them Kardashians was ready to take the boxer braids, y'all was ready to try to co-opt the lady hairstyles. In history, I'm telling you, 200-300 years, if the world keep rolling the way it is, Kim Kardashian discovered the boxer braids, and they're gonna tell you how all you copycat bitches was doing out there because she did it. I'm telling you. I'm not lying to you. Everything they do. Hell, hip-hop. I told you, the hip-hop was so funny when they did the whole 50th anniversary. How you gonna tell the people who you admit are the founders, that they lying about, even though you admit they started it, they lying about who else they said started it when they tell you no they didn't. And then you put it in your books and shit like this. I was like, what? This is real time. Hell, Beyonce does a country album. Not this last one or whatever happened. I'm talking about before. Nah, don't let that bitch get an award. How you gonna push her out of her own families? We started that music line. Black folks did. You see what happens? See, this is why I tell people all the time, you can't give these people an inch. Because anytime people come in, they get cocky. They come in, they get cocky, they take your position, you just sharing a piece of the bread, and all of a sudden the bread come they bread, and they giving you pieces. That's why I'm so hard on British actors and shit like that now. It is because you can't come here and be kind. Humble yourself if you got the gig. I'm not mad at you. You are not forcing British actors down our throat. They doing it. But you don't come in and act like, nah, nigga, we just better. No, the fuck you not. You don't come from this culture, Black American culture, where we don't fed the world. When did we turn it off? 2003, 2004, 2005? We just decided, nah, we ain't gonna supply the world no more. No. We don't we don't control the supply chain, but we control the movement. We control where everything goes. Everybody, when you see from Arabs in the Middle East to white T dudes in Russia wearing a black man hairstyle with the same crispy edge up, and you got Asians trying to put in locks, and you get out of here. Get out of here. Whatever. Don't tell me a baseball cap was just a fucking baseball cap until a Black American man put his hands on it. Now it's a fucking fashion statement. I'm just sorry, it just is what it is. Everything that we touch, it's always something, but for some odd reason, now everybody else is just so much better all of a sudden. So when do we drop the baton? And what happened? That's the one thing when it comes to our culture. No one ever asks us that question. Well, what happened? What happened? What happened when they were killing it? Black Americans were just globally known. They were all the basketball stars, football stars, and they were all the rappers and their singers, and everyone was amazing. From Luther Vandross to Whitney, they just were amazing people. Now we don't have shit. What? Get out of here. You're telling me, what you're telling me is this. You're saying, I don't want that number. And when y'all gonna find out in 20 years, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see some, and it killed me because it'd always be some random person, some Asian person from China who was studying Black American culture, or some person out of Sweden who was over here filming, and they're gonna put out a movie. And the documentary is gonna be the open attack on Black American culture. How was it removed? And then they're gonna show you how they systematically went through our culture like a fine-tooth comb and emptied us the fuck out. That's not true. Yes, it is true. How could they do that? They could easily corrugate that. You wanna know how? You can't get that many people on board. I always say people. If these people can tell you, if Dr. Fauci, I wish I gotta get him smoke. I ain't never get this man smoke online. We gotta get this man smoke. Dr. Fauci can get in front of your face and lie to you, allegedly. Yeah, I'm about to say allegedly. This shit's been in the papers. It's all in their paperwork. Can lie to you about what you was doing, lie to you about what's happening. The whole world got on fucking accord with it. You thinking they won't get every little business, because there ain't but 8 businesses still open now, to act and move the same way? I'm being facetious when I say 8, but you get what I'm saying. There is no small business. You don't live in a world in America when everything that is popular is them. Let's go deeper, people. Let's go really deep. Do you realize that the illusion of small Black businesses is just that, an illusion? Now, I know. What about Sister Karen who got the makeup business? She did it. Yes, these are called outliers. Outliers are pushed, sometimes even placed, to give you the illusion that things are moving in a positive manner, while at the exact same time, I'm stifling 99.99% of you, but I'm gonna show you the less than 5%. That's crazy, that doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. Here's another example, and this is no knock to the trans community. But black folks have been inundated with having to hear about trans people in your content, and the whole nine. They have openly admitted that they are less than 0.0000 something percent of our population is black trans people, but for somehow, some way has snuck into over 90% of our content in some form or fashion. How in the fuck is that possible? Because they wanted it there. The same as this. See, people have to understand everything is on purpose with us. They just put together a pretty story. They just, let's put all the little pieces together, and then we sell it to them. And then what we do, we get other little black folks who are on the payroll or who are just ignorant and don't know no better to go out there and sell the story to them, niggas. Let's do it. That's what happens. It always happens. Like right now. If you've watched me in any form of fashion, you know all I ever do is pour into black people. If I come at you and you're a black person, it is because you have openly attacked the culture. And I am a defender of the family. But for somehow, some way, if I ever got out of YouTubian struggle land, what will happen to me is all of a sudden I will become public enemy number one to black people. Someone will find a clip when I'm joking on here about something when we picking at men and women and say he's a misogynist and we need to take him down because he don't like black people, as you can tell. And then they're gonna use their own people, me. They're gonna use the Tamika Maris of the world. I hate him. And you gonna say to yourself, all I've ever done is say that I don't want you to have to fight. I don't want this no more. I don't want to see this stat. This is what I don't want. This is what I want. And I talk to all the issues that affect our community, both black, male, female, children. I don't want to see data that says their new data reveals black women are the most educated group in America, but still earn $942 a week compared to $1,108 for white teen women doing the same work. I want to say, could someone explain to me how she doubly getting penalized? Because I know she getting charged because she a black person. She black too. Can we speak to that at the same time that I can support sisters and still say black men have been completely fucking removed from the workforce in America? Black man, black woman, stop lying to ourselves. Majority of black American men have been removed from the everyday workforce. And at the same time, to make sure that you didn't pay attention that it was happening, they told you how big of a bum they were if they weren't paying for everything, and got all the women online to talk about how they need to pay for everything. They need to pay for it. These niggas need to just have a job right first. Please, ma'am, and thank you. This whole world is automated now. Everything's automated. Everywhere a black man could be, he's getting penalized. Do you realize, people, not to get sidetracked, but do you realize that if the NBA, which is a deal for black men, is now going into Euro basketball, what do you think that means? The one thing that we dominated then, they're replacing U2. I say it all the time I be talking to I be talking about the NBA player when they be in these podcasts, and they be like, y'all be up here sticking up for the man and the way he's treating y'all. Hey, that's just the way business. That's the problem. You got the microphone, now change it. I agree with you. What do you say? Poisonous way to cause damage, and yeah, it is. It's definitely just a way to do it. Look, I know and you know yourself. Look, if you start peeling back layers, it is so woven, so much ingrained into the culture of America that it is black people, it's disposable. But what I'm saying to it is that it's only that way, not because it's true, it's that way because you, me, us, we are allowing the disposability of it. I always say this all the time. I'll give you an example. I told my daughters they're going to Europe. So both of them stopped through to holler at me real quick before they left. So I'm talking to them. We're having a conversation about Love Island. Now, I get it's a generational gap, the whole nine, but what I realize about my children and their 20-something-year-old generation is this. They lack, sometimes it ain't gonna be in a pretty fucking package, it's gonna come to you in the way that you need it to, like in all your emotions, it's gonna be beautiful. That's great when you see something on the internet with soft background music. Life is not a fairy tale. So what I find in the younger generation is they do a lot of, it has to be a specific way. It has to be said to me in a specific manner, otherwise I can't accept. Okay. Because we got, and I'll tell you what it was, we was talking about, and I bring Dr. Amos Wilson. Dr. Amos Wilson is my unofficial grandfather. He don't even know it because man passed when I was a teenager. But go watch his lecture. He is boring as paint. But I'm also the mindset that I can watch anything if I'm gaining something from it. I don't have to be entertained. Dr. Amos Wilson was not here to entertain us. He was here to educate. So I don't need to be entertained. And see, for my children, they would, because I would need to be entertained. They can't listen to a person tell them about how they should and shouldn't be in a relationship if they don't say it in a proper manner for them. You're not gonna always get game in the way that you want it. You don't think a train porter, a black guy who was basically being marginalized, who had to be them porters on them trains back in Jim Crow days, all the game like Malcolm them was getting from people just riding the trains, listening to dudes have them conversation about just being paint on the wall. Now, at the same time, they probably getting called the N-word with the hard R. They probably getting mistreated the whole nine, but they sucking up game at the same time. It's not gonna always come the way you want it to. And I say this to say this about our whole culture. We're struggling because we don't want to struggle. When you go to build a house, if you gonna build the house, it is a struggle. I've built things before. Before it's all like, every business I've ever did, I had to decorate it myself. You know, when you own your business, when you're small business, you gotta be the decorator, the janitor, the cashier, the innovator, the second, all that. Every time after I finish, everybody like, oh, it's amazing, it's beautiful. Bitch, you don't know what's behind that wall. You don't know what it takes to give. It's not always pretty. You gotta go down to come up sometimes. And I think our culture is at this point, and it's not your own fault. This is why I say I love my people. And this is not me shaming. It's not your fault. You've been fed a way of thinking for years. When you've been told that every 4 years, get galvanized. They're just playing on your emotion now. Get riled up. I gotta get you. I love TikTok shop. I gotta get you riled up for the election. So let's do something. Let's get you. That's where they get you at. And then you get that sticker and you feel proud. And you go home and you forget because you have political amnesia that you did that 4 years ago. And you felt the same level of pride like you did your part. But you don't realize is that you are on a treadmill, but you running. You just ain't going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. If you ever been on a treadmill, you know how when you first get on and you're really into it, you're at the top of the treadmill, you're going. Your feet just going. You're going. But you've been on that bit for a while, so if you are still on it, you are at the bottom of the treadmill. We're moving backwards like that. We still ain't going nowhere. We're still right at the spot we were at, but we steadily heading backwards on that treadmill. And I don't think we understand that is happening, but it is. And all the people that they have wheeled out to us, let me say this to you. You ever notice that none of the people they prop up in front of us ever can stand the test of time? If they don't get martyred for some reason, they always, these new guys, they don't get martyred, they just don't stand the test of time. That's when you know someone really riding with you. And I'm not saying that someone has to be martyred for you to be able to, they really ride with you, but I'm gonna tell you that's a great indicator. Because I think about people I see today. Every time you see somebody, they be there. Like, for example, let's go through a few of them. What about the little Black Panther dude? He wasn't Black Panther, but he was some type of military dude. They were gonna go out, we're gonna stand for the people, we're gonna do all this. And people are like, yo, this dude's an agent. And then all of a sudden, he gets arrested, they take him away, poof, he's no longer around anymore. I can't even think of the guy's name. Now he's not even around anymore. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me the guy that was out here, everybody was talking about now, all of a sudden, he gets arrested and nobody talks about him anymore? I believe he got out of, oh shit, hey, pull me out. Pull me out, people. I don't want to do this anymore. You see it all the time. I think about all the people that they prop in front of. The big Afro dude. You notice that they keep willing that big, I cannot think of that big Afro dude name. That big Afro dude name, he likes to come out, he come up with the big Afro, get your hands off me, sucker. I am with the blacks, and we gonna get down. You be like, who are you talking to? Because this doesn't fly. Get out of here. That don't fly with black people. I'm going to tell you, look, it's going to be very hard to send a black person to tear down to get at us politically now. It's going to be hard, and I'm going to tell you why. We are very specific now. See, you can't get up here and say, Jive Turkey, I'm with the blacks. No, nigga, you in position. What you doing? What you producing? What tangibles are we getting? Because you hear that you told us that you was the black, they black. And if you ain't producing nothing, you going to lose support very fast. You don't get support from the grassroots of black people unless you tangibly produce something. That is the one thing that this generation right now, I think, has gotten it right. We have gotten it right that said, fuck all that. Whoa, man, they talking nice. Mind you, they'll go out, mind you, man, these people went out as far as put Wakanda wear on and stand there with Black Panther. Now y'all gonna turn us, we supposed to attach to a fictional movie? Y'all not taking that serious. No, you don't take a culture serious when you be trapping people like a Young Thug and then asking him his political views. You mean the dude with the painted nails, the G-Unit wife beater on, and the purse. So, and just all over the place in his mind. You need to know his opinion. Who the fuck you think wants to hear that? It ain't gonna be none of us. I don't want to hear. Why is it that if we saying, black folks keep saying, if reparation, the word keeps throwing around to all these politicians, why ain't none of the politicians say, well, shit, I want to get into office. That's a perfect way to get in right there. Perfect way to get in, get money when they go to, hey, get them nigga that money and we can get up in there. We'll be in there for life. Yes, you would. I always just gonna keep saying this, whether it's a political person, whether it's an entertainer, all of these people. Stop taking black folks for granted. I think foreign black people are starting to get it now. You cannot come to this soil with derogatory terms, Akata, Jarrell, Yank, all these different ones. You can't come with derogatory terms and then defend derogatory terms. So that's the big one. I don't believe all black people who come here from other places feel this way. But when you defend the fuckery, then you gonna get it too. The same way when someone defends a coon, they get that work too. Because that means you cooning too. I think the same thing is going for other groups of people. When you get here, there is no black and brown coalition. You guys use us to get pulled up, but we can't eat off of you. When it comes to Pan-Africanism, I've heard many of conversations between black American people and Pan-Africanists, and I've heard the same question asked to all the Pan-Africans, and I've yet to get an answer. How has it benefited black Americans being Pan-African at all? Can someone please give me an answer to that? And no one ever does. Doesn't say you can't have an answer to it. It just means that the people on the other side are not trying to, hey, what can we offer them and what can they offer us? And then we can go from here. That would be Pan-Africanism. That's not what we doing. We're using a word and grabbing a flag, but we ain't doing nothing. That's my thing. I always say that. You can't rely on your politicians. Again, Obama, I said this many times before, Obama's claim to fame when it came to black folks. What did he do? He looked out for the youth. What do you mean, L-Dot? He decided he was gonna pump $100 million into black kids' organizations. Wait a minute, that's an amazing thing. First thing, it's not. It's not. It's $100 million. That means it was $10 million a year for 10 years or some shit like that. Then $10 million, and he said this, to get the money, to access to the money, to be able to help young black boys. Remember, it was black and brown. Couldn't just be niggas. To help out young black boys, young black and brown boys, we're going to give this money to organizations who cater to these young men. So this $10 million a year goes to you guys. We're going to save the youth this $10 million. Yeah. They spending 30 and 40 on one house, but I digress. But then they can figure out, wait a minute, to be able to access this money, you have to have a chapter in at least 45 different states to qualify. Wait a minute, wait. How many organizations have 45 chapters? And what now? Because one thing I'm going to tell you, when black people need other black people to support them, meaning that's why we need our own economy. That's why we need all our own stuff. We need our own teachers, because those are the ones who actually care. So why? I think everybody know where I'm going. It's just, I think you know where I'm at. I think you know where I'm going. It just is what it is with these people. But to say that, end it all, I'll just say it this way. The Boys and Girls Club was the only group that actually qualified, which they already The only group that anybody ever knows anyway. So basically, it was a way to make it sound like he did a whole address. This man set up this, got in front of the fucking camera, did a whole press conference, the whole nine, made it sound like we were doing something just to find out we were doing nothing. But hey, that black guy did it, so you know it was gonna trickle. It don't trickle. Again, I ask all of my people in this room, family, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button if you're not following. I don't know why you're not at this point. But I ask my family in there all the time. I ask you all the time, what did you tangibly fucking feel when they donate money? When Hurricane Katrina hit, my people down there in New Orleans and stuff, did you feel that impact of any money that was given? I know they terrorized y'all down there. I know people don't talk about that. I know it was open fucking season on black folks because a hurricane came through, and no one talks about that. No one talks about how you kick people out of their fucking homes and never was able to let go back. No one covered their insurances. No one forced these people in LA where they lost their home to cover their insurances. Why is it that no business is ever held accountable for anything that we got going on that got to be done? But you got to be held accountable at all times. I said this the other day, I got a video I posted about 2 YouTubers. They were doing PPP loans and they got hit. They stole for they took a couple of million. And again, you do it, you gotta pay the penalty. But what was like mind-boggling to me is they gave each one, the guy and the girl, 40 years in prison, and I think they owed like 10 million, something like that. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, wait a minute, I still get emails about how Amazon had to pay me part of my $1.4 billion because they were robbing us through the Amazon Prime. Wait a minute, did anybody get 14 days in jail, let alone 40 years? See, my thing is, I'm always gonna say this, people come in and then they argue the exact wrong point. Oh, they shouldn't have did the crime, they shouldn't have did it. No one's arguing that, dumb, smart young man. I got it in the comments, no one's arguing that. No one's saying there shouldn't be any accountability. What we're saying, young touched man, is this. Why isn't it never none of the corporations and people who look like you? Why, again, let's round it back to end out the conversation. We started with talking about that Nolan Wells. Why isn't it that the whole fucking family isn't at the police station right now being interrogated in individual rooms asking for their lawyers, and why woman cries and then cracks and then somebody tells and then we get the truth? Why we not getting there? Why we don't know any names of anybody? Why isn't nobody getting a record told of the people who own the house? You know, the mama and daddy that owned the house, they both had traffic tickets in 1995 that they owed because why then they had speeding tickets in why do we don't get none of this? And then they said it's just coincidence. Every time. It's always a coincidence. It's just, it never seems to make sense. It always, I don't know. It just happened that way. I don't know. Now, you know, again, black folks are given excuses. White people are given justice, and then justice that they're not even deserving most of the time. But anyways, I digress. I move on from it. I give you this, and I say this, and I move on from it. Ryan Clark, y'all seen that, the NFL guy. You fired this man on air. Well, not on air. You fired this man on a commercial break from his job. Why you do the man like that? Why do you use the man like that? What do you say, DoorDash what? DoorDash cheating, they tried, Uber was cheating. Remember Uber? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked, but you're right naturally. Remember Uber got in trouble because they were selling all these people on these pipe dreams of what they were going to do, how they're going to make independent owners and all this jazz. And then before you know it, they use these people just to get money, and they robbed them or moved on. We see it every day. We're seeing what's her name? Tulsi Gabbard. Her brother. He out here trying to get candy to 9-year-olds and sneak him in his room, and then they giving this dude misdemeanor charges, slaps on the wrist. This man's out here doing stuff that means he's done something to a child before. But for some reason, I tell people all the time, you are the only people on the planet who actually care for something to be done justified. What do I mean? You're the only group of people on the planet to where when your shit stinks, you feel bad about it. But you live on a planet with a bunch of other people who walk like you, talk like you, have 10 fingers and 10 toes, hopefully. But these people are not you. They don't think like you. They don't move like you. That's the mistake that black people have made. You think that these people view the world through the same lenses as you, and they don't. Let me show you. If we know that through Jim Crow era, and even to this day, whether you white, black, blue, or green, if you have to come through the hood, you are better suited to be a non-black person than a black person going into an individual hood because you probably gonna be protected. But I want you to tell me, can you tell me from the toothless hillbilly in West Virginia to Beverly Hills, California, is there any white teen neighborhood in the world that you would be safe that they gonna bring you in and say, hey, we gonna take care of you? No. Will you find an individual? Hopefully. But a community? No such thing. That's the difference. Black people have been abused, disenfranchised. I'm talking about it in my time. I'm not going to the past. I'm going to use today. I have watched talented Negroes rise, what could potentially rise, never rise, always fall off, never get their just due, never get their money. I'll say it this way. When I saw the breakdown of the top 10 people, you streamers out here, and how many people like iSpeed has versus somebody else, but iSpeed makes a fraction of the fucking cost of this nigga's known across the globe. That's because he's a nigga. He would be the number one paid person in the world. I promise you if he was somebody else, but he's not. These people do not view the world the way that you do. You have been disenfranchised, beaten on, to remove the whole nine. At every turn, you still have humanity in you. It is your greatest thing and it's your biggest heal. It teaches you that you are human. Let me tell you something people don't know. To be successful in this world, you have to have balance. There is no perfect time, perfect place. Move. When you move, it's the only time something's going to work. It's never going to be a perfect time for it. But there's no such thing as a perfect balance, ever. The reason why I know black people are human is because we have to have balance before we do anything. You gonna go through the struggle and all of that amazing music that will come out of you because of the struggle, and then you gonna go off and have an amazing life because you went through it. Balance. What is the only entity? Who are the only entity who never have fucking balance? They come in with everything. They present themselves in a violent nature. They will suppress. They will hurt. They will harm. They will experiment on the whole nine. Never balance. And they continue to thrive in this environment. Why? Because they are not you and you are not them. That is the God honest truth, and no one wants to say that out loud. I don't understand why we can't seem to grasp that. Please, somebody grasp that. Please, somebody understand when I say that that is the God honest truth in the world. And I don't mean to be rude when I say that, but it's just true. When I have to see what black people go through and what we have to experience, and then all you get is a fucking excuse all the time. The Nolan Wells boy, the worst excuse I heard somebody say, they was on somebody else's panel, and everyone, obviously, somebody did something to this young man that was at that house, at that late. Somebody knows something. But I heard, instead of saying this out of a white teen man's mouth, obviously somebody did it, we just don't know who yet and what's the problem, which no one should have a problem with because we all agree. But for him, nah, man, they said during COVID, a lot of people are having cardiac arrest. So now we're going to admit that the ding, that causes cardiac arrest out loud. We will move the goalpost now just to be right, because 6 years ago, that's not true. That's not true. You're crazy if you say it. These people will lie about everything. That is why. Again, I say from talking about whether we Black American or African, all the way down to we are inferior as a people. I don't believe none of it because all the information comes from you. And when you talking, you lying. Or as the illustrious, what's his name? There was a football player said one day, he was talking about the New England Patriots, but it applies to all of their culture. They have a motto: if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. I give you another one. On the lighter note, Tim Donahue, whatever his name is. He's y'all know, ladies. I know y'all know this, but a few years ago, an NBA referee admitted that they basically were fixing games, and then they shunned him, kicked him out the league the whole night. Man, they're getting them going to jail the whole night, right? But not for that. They got him for other stuff. Well, he back out talking that talk again. Oh yeah, we fixed this. Oh, we would do this. They told us to do this. He's still talking. You wanna know how I know he's not lying? Because ain't nobody suing him. That's how when you know these people lying all the time. So now you got to say to yourself, so now as you, my man, my brother, even to the sisters who love organized sports, how do you continue? And this is coming from a person who played basketball. I thought I was a bad motherfucker. Because I'm a sports guy. I'm a football guy, basketball guy. I can't watch it anymore. Because how do I watch something? I started with Kaepernick. I got away because of Kaepernick. I never came back. Because if you really stop and ask yourself, why am I watching something when a referee can openly fucking tell you we are manipulating the game? Then that means now I have to null and void the Shaq versus Portland because I agree. Who wants to watch Portland play in the championship game against? I think it was the Sixers at the time, or was it the Nets? They didn't want that. They wanted the Showtime Lakers. So now I have to question that champ. I have to question why the goddamn Sacramento Kings was the best team in the league that year, how they had to lose to the Lakers in the process of this too. Because nobody wants to go to Sacramento. I get it. I don't want to diminish Steph Curry. I want to believe that this young man has something he's done in his arms to figure out how to shoot from half court like he's doing layups. To the efficiency that he does it into. Well, now it is common fucking practice for others to do it. I'm not saying it's not possible. But to know that they put magnets in balls, to have watched scientists show me how this is possible, to not believe that people who already manipulating the game is not doing this makes no sense. It doesn't make sense if you playing a best of 7, that in game 1 we beat you by 50 points, the next game we lose by 50 points, the next game you beat us by 40, and we get to game 7 and we eke out one just by a point. This sounds like theater to me. Everything that we watch is theater. It's all a program. What did Rome is still here. The theater is still here. Football is the same thing. All of it is. I can't trust these people. When you find out, you go to work, you go to school, you figure out, you get your job, you get your degree, you say, I'm ready to go into the workforce. You send out all the resumes, you say, I went to a great institution. Why are they not picking me? Then you find out Workday, the #1 place that people use to upload their resumes, is excluding you before it even reaches an institution just because of your name. No. But then they will tell you, it's no racism, you're just tripping. For the AI, ChatGPT, I sometimes use them to get a thumbnail. I will give them a prompt for a thumbnail. Why is the ChatGPT telling me I am violating community guidelines? Because I'm telling the truth about something. You want to know what that tells me? That tells me that with the moment they try to convince us that AI is a self-containing entity, they're lying. They have guidelines, they have rules, they have parameters that they can't go around. Why did they put in parameters that I can't say nothing about them folks, but I can say all the nickel, this, that, and the third, and this prompt won't go through? Why? Why is the computer AI if you're not programming it acting just like the people who disenfranchised them? But it's not you though. You making it. You admitting you the people making it. The AI is acting like it, but you ain't the one causing it because it's free will thinking. No. That just is what it is at this point. It's all an illusion. I tell people all the time, my favorite philosopher, Krishnamurti, the world is just a stage. And we're all just unwilling participants in it. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying. That's what it feels like. I mean, at the end of the day, what else can we call it as this? I always say this too. If the world was really real, as it's magnetic and dynamic, and I think I just made up a word, as dynamic as Negroes can be at times, as wonderful as and creators that we could be at times, you would think somebody would have rolled off into the sunset who actually prioritized his culture. And when I say prioritize culture, means I wear blacklist like a badge of honor. If someone's slick talking in a conversation in the middle of Dollar Tree and I'm in there and ain't got shit to do with me, if you talk about my culture, you got a problem. I want black people like, if I'm on the show and they interviewing me about something that got to do with the world and the economy, I'm gonna tell you why it's like this for nickels, and the only reason why I'm telling you for that, because that's my existence, that's how I live. I don't need to hear about your culture because I don't live your culture. But why is it that brother, that sister, that one who ride like that never gets to ride off into the sunset at all? They take their wealth, they shame their name, they watch their families, and then they tell you all at the same time, you're just delusional. I know we all see it. I just think at this point, we're just trying to get by every day. And let me calm it down before I get out of here. Let me calm it down and say this. I understand it. I understand why we think and move the way that we do. You just like me. I just want to get through my day. The shortened days, because these ain't full days no more, but I digress. But I just want to get through my day. I want to be able to wake up, experience the things I want to experience. I want to be able, if I work hard at something, that it actually pays off for me. I get something, like you say, off of my grit, my honor, my respect, the things that I do, and then I get to go off and live the existence because I thought about it. Like that's what I'm basically saying. I want to be able to, whatever thought I can conceptualize in my mind, if I'm not harming anyone else, I want to be able to do that for my rest of my existence without having to come work in a factory for you, to work in a call center for you, to do something that makes you money before I can go off and live in existence. I didn't ask to live under your system of thinking, the ways of moving. I didn't ask for any of those things. And you're forcing me to do things that I don't want to do. And if I won't listen, you will lock me up. I want to live an existence different from that. That's all that I want. Once we can get to a world like that, you can have whatever you want to be. You can be as rude and nasty as you want to yourself, to your people, this other, but leave me and mine alone. That's all I want. I don't know about you guys. I don't. And it's so funny, because last thing I do before I get here, even this sister, y'all seen this sister? Beautiful sister, but the sister that got the little thing she have in her hand, and the little things be shooting back and forth. She'll ask the questions. Y'all seen this, right? And she'll be like, yo, can trees talk to you? And then the little thing will say, yes. And then she'll say, no, or something like that, right? Is people in the room with us right now? Yes, this type of thing, right? Now, I say to people all the time, energy is a thing. You don't have to believe it for it to be real. And what I mean is this. And you only believe things that you really were taught. Let's go deeper real quick. I'm gonna give you a few minutes and I'm gonna go. You only believe in what you've been taught, because if you believe in wind and God and things that you can't physically touch, but you can't believe that a spirit is still around or something like that, or energy is not around. Because I do know energy don't go nowhere. You move energy, but energy don't dissipate. It's gonna come back. I've walked into rooms just as happy in them, because negative energy is always stronger than positive energy. I've walked into rooms feeling happy in a motherfucker and walk out just drained in the bitch. Why? Because the people in the room energy was so negative, they transferred it onto me. I can't feel it. I mean, I can't see it. I can't touch it. I can't hold it, but I felt that mother. Even down to wind. People say this wind. I always say, let's go deeper. Where does wind come from? Now, you see on old maps, things like that, that shows the pillars of the earth. People will show you to be like a little chariot guy blowing wind. But to be honest with you, no one ever says, where does wind come from? Where does air come from? Like when it moves, because you feel it, where is it coming from? And I know, well, the Doppler radar says, no, bitch, what made the Doppler radar move then? It's just, we don't always get to feel things in this world, but I do know this stuff is real. So I want to let her play something that I believe to be true, and then we're going to get out of here. Wait, look. Oh, I agree. Hold on.
I asked in a previous video if our sun had been replaced. I'm going to ask again, has our natural sun, the sun that is natural to this earth, been replaced? Yes. Has it been replaced and there is an LED type of mechanism in place of it? Yes, thank you.
Boom, she said yes. Now, why do I bring it up? Eldon bring it up. Hit the like button. Shut a lot of people. We ain't all the way gone, but we almost out of here. I promise you again, like I always tell my new people to come in. If you want to see this big, beautiful face, you ain't gonna see it again if you don't hit that follow button, because they damn sure ain't gonna show it to you. The reason why I played that is because there is a company out here that would speak to what she's saying, and it would make more sense. Now, they say, now let's say this. What makes more sense? If you have an artificial sun, if you heard what she just said, you have an artificial sun that is 3D made. If there's a company that now people are going to be able to tap into, pay for Sun time meaning if it's dark at your house, if you buy this company's link, and I wish I had kept it because I didn't know I was going to talk about this today, but this company has a company now. They can do this. If you buy sun time, they can hit a button and they will reflect off of some reflectors and reflect it down and hit you right to where your coordinates are. This is technology they have today. You can buy this today. I'm not lying. If you want me to bring it back up, say I'm lying and I'll bring that bitch back up tomorrow. I promise you, today. Now, what makes sense that we are living in an artificial sun? Because that makes sense if it's artificial, because if it was the real sun, you do know they said this motherfucker is 93 million fucking miles away from here? You reflecting something off of 93 million fucking miles away? No! Do you walk? Look, let me say this. Let me play this for you guys. Look, I want to play something for real quick and I'm going to get out of here. I'm so glad I found this. I'm going to play something for you guys. But I want to play this. Bear with me. It's a little long, but I'm going to walk you through it. Stick with me. I promise you this is going to be worth it. Because in my mind, I don't believe the world that we knew, that you and I, the world, young man, young lady, that you played in the grass when you were a kid, you hung up down from trees, you went to school and held hands with the boy or the girl, that those days, going out in the sun, that first day of spring, when you go out on the summer, you go to get your car washed and you open the sunroof and that sun hits you and for some reason your ass is just happy for some fucking reason. You don't know why. You don't want to be indoors. So you ride around in circles for no apparent reason because it just feels so good. That feeling of fall, that first cool, crisp evening. It's been warm all day. But you smell the air, you feel it, you get in the room, you have nostalgic moments of, oh, you remember that feeling. You know soon Thanksgiving's gonna be here, it's gonna be getting cold, and you know that feeling. You don't feel that anymore, do you? What if this is the reason? Let me play this.
If you are receiving this, this is not a coincidence. Do not adjust your device. Just listen. They keep telling you it is 2026. They put it on your digital clocks, they stamp it on your receipts, and they broadcast it on your feeds until you accept it. But I need you to run a diagnostic on your own memory. I need you to prove it to yourself. Think about the texture of 2019. Think about the weight of it. When you walked outside back then, the air had a distinct, sharp temperature. When people talked to you, their conversations were spontaneous. They stumbled over their words. Time moved linearly. A Tuesday felt like a Tuesday, and a month actually took 30 days to pass. Do you remember the sheer...
Oh, shoot. Who said that? Wait a minute. Hold on. I can't see it. Who said that? I cannot see it. Is it AK? AK. Oh, you hit it on the head. I said this before. When I was a kid, when I was young, I remember standing outside. A little friend named Mario. Me and Mario used to play outside. I ain't seen Mario since forever. It's been a little kid. Me and Mario used to play outside. It was nothing to see the birds migrating by the thousands over your head, and it's normal. The same way when the lightning bugs came out, it's normal. Stuff like this, none of this happens anymore. People, what the fuck are we in? They just don't talk about it no more. We just don't do it no more. What you mean the birds don't fly south for the winter no more? They don't know what to do. You do know. I've seen people do this. I watch a lot of survival shows, things like this, because I want to go off grid myself. This guy always determined how his fruits and vegetables are actually what's real fruit and what's his fake food. You know what he does? This should tell you, animals know. We the only idiots that these people convince us psychologically what we doing is normal. This man will take his food and he sets a piece of it, whatever he has, out on the ground. And he waits for animals. He lives out in the middle of nowhere. If they eat it, it's real. He goes at times and nobody fucks with it. Nothing. Coyotes, foxes, bears, lions, tigers, none of that. Nothing touches it. But we eating it, talking about we getting in shape for this summer. No, you ain't. You a killer. And I just played the video, and I can continue to play, but you know where I'm going with this. You know you feel it. You know time is sped up. You know 30 days don't feel like 30 days no more. You don't need to see the videos of the people showing you how they're speeding up the clock. You don't. You feel it. You don't know what season it is anytime. It just get hot one day. One day it's cold one day. It's cold tomorrow, but it's going to be hot the next one. You don't feel seasons anymore. If you're anything like me, you go out to do your work, your business, you do what you have to do, and you go home. Why? Because the world ain't the same. Where are you going? Nothing feels fun. Nothing feels the same. If I go to a restaurant, you're overcharging me for food that don't taste good. It don't have flavor no more because we are not eating food. Or if I do eat something and if I love it, if it's something I should not have, I should not have to suffer for the next week because my body is producing mucus, your joints are hurting, now you have a headache, you feel like you're kind of cold, all this because I wanted some pizza. This is crazy. This is the world that we're in, and we're just going by every day through the motions. I see people online fighting about what men and women should be doing to each other. I see people online talking about, the Republicans are bad and the Democrats. All you motherfuckers are doing is just talking. This world is turned upside down. Dr. Amos Wilson said the only way that you can have people under this type of way, you have to have them out of their minds. We're out of our minds. I said this the other day, and I'll leave it here. You are not at your highest capacity. I know. Even the sister and the brother who are working out think that you are optimal. You are not. I'm going to prove it right now. I did it last week. I had an aha moment. It's going to stick with me too. It's going to stick with you too, excuse me. Hit the like button, share the live. If in 1992, if I watched a sitcom once, maybe twice in a season, in a year, and I can recite the lines of that whole entire show in 1993, 94, 95, because I've seen it maybe 3 or 4 times at this point. But I can watch a movie yesterday, watch it again the week after, watch it the week after that, watch it the week after that. I still may not even know the characters' names that I'm watching, but I know who they are in the show. Let alone talking about I can recite the whole fucking show. I can't do it. Remember when a person would have a song? This is to my old brothers and sisters. I don't know how you young folks do it, but the old brothers and sisters gonna get this. Remember when a song came out? You could sing it word for word, rap it word for word without even having it. Put the beat on. Hey, lover. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, I was a fan. I could go out and rap the lines to his shit all day long. But now I can barely keep the beat. Wait a minute, love. I'm telling you, we're not optimal. They have us right now. And if we don't get from underneath these people, they're going to remove us. I was going to talk about this, but I'm going to save it for another day because you'll have me on here for another 3, 4, 5 hours. In so many different ways, they are like just setting up chestnuts for something very major. And I want to end it here with this. They're setting up something very major for us. And when I say very major, I really mean that they're setting something up that a lot of us are not going to make it. We're going to get very sick. A lot of us are going to become homeless. People who were thriving in the world today, you're going to look up and you're going to say, man, what happened? And I'm just saying, there is an option to not do it. But if you think the civil rights movement was an undertaking, this is going to be an undertaking like you've never seen before. Now, I do think we're heading, you're right, an economic extinction, you're right. And I think we're heading in the right direction with the delineation. For too many people to still be angry with black people because they want to honor what the fuck they came from. For people to get angry with you, for people to tell you to claim places that you know they've never been, never know anything about, don't have any connection to. That person is trying to keep you somewhere. They're trying to keep you from doing something smart. I'm gonna say this and I go. Dr. Umar said on the last episode, he said, I was talking about him, Dr. Umar said that FBA are a bunch of people who are too idiotic to understand that they're cutting themselves off at the knees. No, nigga. You're asking people to partner up with people who have ill intent for those very people. Some of them want to replace them. Others just want their spot. The other ones want just their ingenuity. It's just all of this is a problem. And so my whole issue is at the end of the day, we can't allow that to happen. And if you get mad at me, then that's fine. You can say whatever you want. But I am not going to champion pom-pom my own self out of existence. You see, like AK right here. He said he mad. Who's mad at Tariq? I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about here? Anyways, people does always project it. AK, I've never seen your name, so I know you don't know who. It can't be talking about me because you don't know who fucking talking about me. I just don't nobody know me. It'd be telling me what I am. But again, I get it. It's hateful. Let me say it's not hateful to not want to be removed. Oh, you talking about that dude? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he is. I thought you were talking about me. Yeah, you're right. My issue, my whole thing with him is this: it don't make sense to be mad at someone when you both are in the same struggle. Let me say this, and then I am gone. I promise you I'm gone. I don't care what your lane is, what you prop yourself up on, what your dialogue is about. I care about your tangible outcomes and what you're truly trying to get done. Meaning, if my only concern for you is some petty shit. Oh, you had a white dude running the camera. What? So we're gonna be petty over this when you know how hard it is to put out great content? Because you know, niggas, if it's bootleg, we're not gonna watch it. That's one. Do you have people? Oh, I don't mess. I remember somebody was supposed to be it was at a summit or something, and Tamika Mara refused to share the stage with somebody. And I was thinking to myself, the person she was talking about, I can't remember who it was. I'm like, why did? What? I don't understand it. I thought we were all in the movement together. Isn't the whole purpose of this is for everyone to collectively get everybody's shit out, for all of us to get out of this? Anyways, I digress. But anyway, people, that's today's show. Look, on tomorrow's episode, we're going to talk about something. I'm going to be here the rest of the week. I missed yesterday by accident. I appreciate that. So what we're gonna do is after the episodes, for the people who haven't been here that often, again, let me get a little homework out the way. If you do not follow the channel, I promise you, again, they will not show it to you if you do not. I gain people every day and they refuse to let them come back the next day. So for the people who do look for me around 2 o'clock, because we do it at 2-ish every day, then I appreciate the people who look for it, because I know that it's frowned upon. They don't even send out my notifications most of the time. So definitely hit the follow button if you have it. And at the end of every episode, what we do is we play music. 300 Radio is the platform. The platform houses all of my podcasts and Black American music. Again, we are going to change the environment. We are going to be the new age. I am willing it into existence. The new age Motown is going to come right out this bitch. Going to come out this way. So what we do, we play a little bit of music for the family as we leave out. Now let it run. So you guys hang around. Feel free to definitely sit back and listen to it. Tell me what you think. And we'll go from there, guys. Other than that, I appreciate you. I'm going to get out of here. All right?
Broadcasting live.
Listen live online 24/7.
24/7. Around the world.
Right here. Right now.
It's 300 Radio.
In that blue silk dress, you smiled like trouble, and I said yes. Your laugh hit me sideways. Oh, I came in late, shoes full of dust. Yeah, I said, baby, I don't trust us. I know I've been wrong, more than I've been right. Left you holding pain on too many nights. You folded my shirts while I folded true. Now I'm standing here with nothing but proof. I ain't proud of the man I was, but I'm here now, trying to make this love. If you walk away, I can't blame you, no. But before you go, let me tell you so. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning, baby. Stay with me. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. Now I'm on my knees. Stay with me. 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 Oh, I remember your tears on that kitchen tile. Me acting brand new, wearing denial. You gave me your heart, I gave you a stone. Still you kept me warm, kept me from the home. I ain't asking you to forget it all. Just let me stand up before I fall. I ain't proud of the man I was, but I'm here now, trying to make this love. If you walk away, I can't blame you, no. But before you go, let me tell you so. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning, baby. Stay with me. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. Now I'm on my knees. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh. Stay with me. Oh. If I could fall back time, I come home clean. I'll speak your name soft and live what I mean. Let those horns cry, let this old heart show. I'm not who I was, I'm just letting you know. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning, baby. I was lost. Now I'm on my knees. Stay with me. 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 I'm gonna do right. Stay with me. 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 Whoa. Yeah. You left your ring on the sink by the chip blue soap. Rain on the screen door, and I still won't let go. I said some hard things with a bitter tongue. Now the house feels empty since the damage was done. I know I made that bed, I know I broke that trust. But when the night gets heavy, baby, I still think of us. Love even when I'm wrong, love even when I'm hold me till the hurt is gone. Love even when I'm wrong. If my hands let you down, if my words cut deep, love even when I'm wrong. Baby, don't let go of me. Your coat by the hallway still smells like rain and smoke. I fold your name in silence like a note I never wrote. That old porch light flickers on a lonely bed. I keep looking for your shadow, like you'll come back again. I know I made that bed, I know I broke that trust. But when the night gets heavy, baby, I still think of us. Love even when I'm wrong, love even when I'm hold me till the hurt is gone. Love even when I'm wrong. If my hands let you down, if my words cut deep, love even when I'm wrong. Baby, don't let go of me. I don't need a winner, I need your soft reply. One more chance, one more prayer, one more reason why. Put your hand in my hand, if it's only for tonight. Let me learn how to love you the right way this time. Love even when I'm wrong, love even when I'm hold me till the hurt is gone. Love even when I'm wrong. If my hands let you down, if my words cut deep, love even when I'm wrong. Baby, don't let go. Love even when I'm wrong, love even when I'm keep me where I still belong. Love even when I'm wrong. If my hands let you down, if my words cut deep, love even when I'm wrong. Baby, don't let go of me. Love even when I'm wrong, love even when I'm wrong. Keep me where I still belong. Love even when I'm wrong.
Turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel, turn up,
dance in your lane. Whole stage jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through.
Oh, western side. Where my riders at, Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Booming bar, boom, girls cold like that, but the party so high, made the breath blow bad. Queen City drip, I'm a 704 fiend, skirt on train, paint still clean. Hornets on the head, buzz in the scene, whole squad lit, red, white, blue, green. Bull City swing when we swerve on the loop. Durham in the cook, got the soul in the roots. Spin through Raleigh, I'm awake in the boot pack, so loud, whole lot of wolf in the youth. Slide to the Ville, I'm on point like the hills. Chapel Hill, chill with the gang, they feel. Wherever I go, they know what real, cause the tag say NC stamps on here. Turn up, hand to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind, that right, from the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do?
Tar Heel, turn up, dance in your lane. Whole stage jumping when they shout our name. If you from that
like from the coast on up. Got sand in my shoes and I still glow up. Woman 10 ways, I was raised on the docks. Now I'm lit in the city, got the crew on lock. Jacksonville fade, that's my fam in the field. Soldiers in hustle with a heart so real. 252 in the house for the thrill. Greenville grind, we don't sit, we build. Goldsboro slide in the parking lot. Rockin' Mount Kids to make the whole block rock. I rep every back road, every small spot. If you never left home, you're already on top. So put your hood in the air one time. Scream out your zip when the bass gon' climb. We all one state when the stars align. Carolina in the flesh, watch the whole place shine. Hands up, both sides of the map. If you love where you at, better shout on the track. From the first little town on the back road map to the big brick blocks where the crowd go mad. This our song, we claimed it. Hit the gas on the way, let it bang in the hatch. Every lane, every light, every sign we pass. Got the whole world knowing where we at. Tall hill, turn up, tall hill, turn up.
Hands to the sky, Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Head right, from the mountains to the middle, to the top, so blue. If you're from that in that sea, what it do? Tall hill, turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you're from that in that sea, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come
If you
through.
love your block, say yeah. If you love your state, say yeah. If you ride with the squad and you never back down, man, turn and spin till it shake your town. Say yeah, see, hey yeah. From the hills to the sand with a nice day.
Window down, elbow out, sun so loud, whole block proud. Fresh fade, gold grill, that grin. Cousins all piled in, we spin. Red clay dust on my Timbs, but I feel like a king at him. Auntie got a fall on 10, place that high, pass again. Old head smack talking spade, little kids chasing ice cream van. Turn that corner, smell that smoke, hear that laughter, hear that joke. Every porch a front row seat, whole world fits on the street. We up, it's an ATL summer say. Brown skin glowing all day, hands so high, let it ride. We alive, we alive, we alive. It's an ATL summer, that joy. From the A all the way to decoy. We gon' laugh, we gon' love, we gon' shine. Atlanta summer, forever in the mind. Black moms in designer shades, nail did still running the play. Church fan Sunday parade, choir still singing in the weekday. Boys in Jersey, girls in braids, speaking the window, old school wave. Cop car road, but we too brave. We here, we roots, we pay. Be so sweet, heart on beat, joy so deep, talking cheap. Every joke a healing touch, every side I send we up. We up. It's an ATL summer say. Brown skin glowing all day. Hands up high, let it ride. We alive, we alive, we alive. It's an ATL summer, that joy. From the A all the way to decoy. We gon' laugh, we gon' love, we gon' shine. Atlanta summer, forever in the mind. Whoa. Black boy running in the spring, black girl dancing on the curb. Grandma smiling in her house, she saying, baby, this what we deserve. We the dream they never picture, we the song they couldn't write. Every block a little scripture, every night a Friday night. Yeah, it's an ATL summer say. Brown skin glowing all day. Hands up high, let it ride. We alive, we alive, we alive. It's an ATL summer, that joy. All the way to decoy. We gon' laugh, we gon' love, we gon' shine. Atlanta summer, forever in our mind. Atlanta summer, forever in our mind. One more time. Atlanta summer, forever in our mind. Hey. Yeah. Glass in session. Bottle in the head up. Walk in.
You came with your black bag dreams, fresh fade, crack phone. It's that home team love that hold you down, love. We gon' build this up, brick by brick, us, hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we enough. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. It's that home team love, that everyday love. We gon' run this race, never give us up. Soul to soul, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. Oh yeah, you be talking long-term plans, eyes bright, shots on the floor. I'm in my bonnet counting bills. You kiss my neck, say we'll do more. You got my candles in your space, I got your hoodie at my place. Two accounts and one big dream, same last name on everything. It's that home team love. It's that home team love that hold you down, love. We gon' build this up, brick by brick, us, hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we in love. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. It's that home team love, that everyday love. We gon' run this race, never give us up. Soul to soul, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. Ooh, you cover me, I cover you. I feed your mind, you tell the truth. We sign the lease, we sign the deed. We sign our names on legacy. From Sunday dinner to boardroom tables, we matching grace, we matching labels. When I win, you win, we win. Say it again. It's that home team love that hold you down, love. We'll build this up, brick by brick, us, hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we in love. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. It's that home team love, that everyday love. We gon' run this race, never give us up. So, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king, there's that home team love. That home team love. Hey, black queen, black queen, black king, black king, there's that home team love.
Yeah. You bite your lip every time I lean in slow. You don't say it, but I hear it running under your pulse. I know. Hand on your waist, you watch before I even speak. I call your shame by its first name. You get honest when you're weak. Yeah. I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it. I'm already there in your head. You play don't touch while you're pulling on my chain. You say slow down with your mouth, but your hips don't move the same. You want control, and you want me taking it back. You love the way that I say stay, right before I make you cry. Ooh, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it. I'm already there in your head. Tell me what you fear, I'll say it first. Ooh, you think I'll drown you in this one, but you wanna be submerged. Look me in my eyes and lose that act you play. I know exactly what you crave. I'm the word you never say. Yeah, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word. I already see you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it. I'm already there
let it shake. Hey, yeah. Friday on the wristwatch. I've been waiting all week. Top floor, same block. Got the whole town on heat. Pay my dues in full. Now I want my reward. Fresh cut, clean shoes. I'm stepping out the door. Corner store smile. Got the ice in the cup. Taxi keep honking, but I'm already up. Boss text me good job. I said good, now I'm done. 5 o'clock freedom and the weekend begun. Hands up, no stress. Say it one more time. One more run, one more night, then I get mine. Bass in my chest, heartbeat on time. I've been locked all week. Now I'm coming alive. It's Friday, Friday. I'm lit, I'm lit. Friday, Friday. We on that tip. Friday, Friday. Whole crew outside. Friday, Friday. Watch the city get live. Friday. I'm lit, I'm lit. Friday, Friday. We on that tip. Friday, Friday. Whole crew outside. Friday, Friday. The weekend arrived. For no D&D. I don't owe nobody. Fresh move, fresh fit, and the bass feel naughty. Shorty in a ride with the sunroof bag. She said, where we going? I said, all of that. Sandwich at noon, but tonight's the feast. Big laugh, big flex, yeah, the whole squad deep. No clock, no chain, just a long exhale. 2-step in the hallway, let the good times hail. Hands up, no stress, say it one more time. One more run, one more night, then I get mine. Bass in my chest, heartbeat on time. I've been locked all week, now I'm coming alive. This is Friday, Friday. I'm lit, I'm lit. Friday, Friday. We on that tip. Friday, Friday. Whole crew outside. Friday, Friday. Watch the city get live. Friday. I'm lit, I'm lit. Friday, Friday. We on that tip. Friday, Friday. Whole crew outside. Friday, Friday. The weekend arrive. Let it shake, let it roll, let the night take hold. One more smile, one more toast.